So it's December 2021, and on the west of Scotland, if we only went out when it was glorious weather, we probably wouldn't go out at all. So in today's video, I want to discuss the concept of why do we really bother when the light isn't that great. So obviously, one of my main motivations for getting out these days is to make videos to talk about education and expressive photography. So that's a good motivation for me to get out, but I still had to come out and get motivated. And when the light is flat and overcast and heavy and there's no contrast, it's very easy to think that the landscape is a dull or boring place. And that is a perception that we bring to the situation. It's not native to the landscape. The landscape is just doing what it wants to do, and it's up to us to infuse ourselves with that same light and joy and colour. Now, I know this little location from past experience. The last time I was here was last winter when it was all covered in snow. But I do remember that the rocks in this river are incredible. There's so many colours and the way the water rolls over the top of them. And I haven't spent enough time coming and exploring the abstracts and the kind of joyful engagement that you can have with that type of scene. So I thought today would be a perfect example. So let's go and have a look in the river, see what we can find, have a play, regress to being children again, and generally have a good time. So one of the things I've always loved about shooting in places like this is just that amazing sense of discovery. You just never know quite what you're going to see. Now, there's a wonderful red rock right in front of me here, and it sticks out like a sore thumb. And I just wonder if there's something in here between there's a red stone and a blue stone, and it looks kind of funky. So I'm going to use my, I'm going to use Ann Kristin's 80-400 here and just see what it looks like. Now, I will definitely need a polarizer in here though. There's too much shine coming off the surface of the water. So what I will do, I will grab my Case K9 filter holder. Because it's got a 77mm ring on it, it screws right onto the front of the 80-400 here. Now that's much better. Using live view in these situations makes a big difference because you can really just see what you're doing. Unlike this old man who can no longer see what he's doing. Now, the thing with this type of shooting is that it is so engrossing, and just refer back to my previous video a couple of weeks ago where I was doing something similar to this, but in a very different location. when you're looking at scenes like this, the way our brain perceives the scene is very different from how the camera will record it. Now, I'm shooting here at 200th of a second at 4000 ISO at f5.3, and what that's doing is completely freezing the situation. Now, you can see in the square shot here, what we're doing is we're abstracting the subwater surface, or the submarine surface, and we're also abstracting the colours and the movement of the water. Now, if I put my camera into a different aspect ratio, I can move it into video mode, so I can record this in video mode, and you can see that 16:9 aspect ratio creates this very nice composition where we've got this sweep of stuff coming up from the bottom left up into the centre there, and then we've got the big weight of the red stone on the right hand side. So if I take this frame at the settings that I have, we can see how much detail we really have in this frame, and all of these little abstract corners and the surface patterns and the refraction under the water. We end up with these incredible abstract but beautiful, colourful and rich photographs. And for saying we've got such a dull day, I just think it's remarkable that we can make colour and photographs of such colour and contrast out of nothing, you know, and that is why it's worth coming out regardless of the weather. Finding colour in the landscape elevates our mood, it elevates our creativity, and it allows us to make photographs in whatever light. There is colour, contrast, luminosity in this scene, even though there's almost no direct light contrast in the landscape. And I think that is a massive learning point so far in today's video. And the other really cool thing here is that little micro adjustments. This is why I really love the Arca Swiss, is that I can roll. This is something that's almost impossible to do with a ball head, is with a long lens explore a scene like that and make these little micro adjustments. It is a really, really great thing about the Arca Swiss, is being able to just roll the vertical axis and the horizontal axis to just fine tune these compositions. It's a really, really cool thing. And obviously the more you zoom in, the more of that detail you're getting on the surface of the water there. But equally, there's a lot of nice things wide. You know, there's a whole variety of photographs that you can make here. And obviously, you know, I tend to find I'm drawn more to the abstract, perhaps. But again, there's just such beautiful variations of tone, contrast, colour. And yeah, I kind of get quite excited by these. The surface tension's just amazing. Beautiful. So let's see what else we can see. Just as a special thank you to everyone who supported the channel this year, I would like to extend my 25% discount code SANTA25 to give you 25% off everything in our store. The ebooks and videos that I produce are the ones I wish I had had access to 15 to 20 years ago when I was trying to figure all of this stuff out and find my own creativity. I can absolutely guarantee you that these are the surest way to kickstart your expressive creativity as we move into 2022. And instead of teaching you how to do things in my way, it's a way for you to discover how to do them in the way that suits you best, that's going to make you a happier and more satisfied expressive photographer. So thank you very much for all your support. Use the discount code for 25% off everything in the store. Now, let's get back to the river. So whereas the first scene was all about detail and colour and somewhat geometric, this second scene is completely different. What I managed to do if I just record this video so you can see at the same time, there's a beautiful rounded smooth boulder at the bottom, and then the scene kind of dissolves into the background somewhat, and this feels very much like a little mini landscape with a kind of rolling hill and then this kind of atmospheric valley underneath it almost. And if I take that shot, what we get is I've changed the shutter speed to 1/6 of a second. Before I was looking at 200th of a second. This is 1/6 of a second. And because it's zoomed in at like 135 millimeters, the water's moving through the frame quite fast. So in 1/6 of a second, we're getting quite a lot of diffusion and blurring going on. And the resultant images are very, very abstract. You know, they're very soft and very flowing and very atmospheric. And we're using the shutter speed to change the feel of the photograph. So the content is loosely similar. We're still talking about water and rocks, and we're polarizing to kind of cut through the shine. So the mechanics of what we're seeing and engaging with is very, very similar, but we're expressing ourselves in a completely different way. And if we compare the scenes from the first shots to the second scene here, you can see how dramatically different they feel. One is all about energy and dynamics and intricate, almost fractal-like patterns of chaos, whereas this scene is so, so different. And if I just drop it into my customary square and zoom in a fraction, I love the way the light is shining through the water surface here. And I've just got to be careful. There's a few little droplets of foam are coming off the waterfall on the left-hand side, and if they get into the frame, they create this kind of white smudging, and it's not so attractive. But if we get them right, like this one, I feel so calm. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when we process these, to see how we can change that subtle relationship of tone and hue as well, how the colours separate from each other. So it's an amazing thing to be able to do here. So I think what I wanted to demonstrate in today's video was that even though we've got the greyest of skies, the flattest of light, we have found colour in the landscape, geometry and dynamics, and atmosphere in the landscape, even though we're surrounded by greyness. And I think this is the point of photography, is we can lose ourselves. We take our clouds and our attitudes into the landscape with us when we pack our camera bags. It's not all about the gear or the tripod head. The equipment helps us to achieve what we want to achieve, or different ways of expressing ourselves. But all the great camera gear in the world is meaningless if we walk into the landscape with a bad attitude. And I think this is the point of this video, is that you are the most important thing in your creativity. I've used all sorts of equipment today, the case polarizer, my Arca Swiss cube head, which allows me to make all these little micro adjustments. The equipment is helping me, it's facilitating my own creativity, but it's meaningless if I walk in with a bad attitude. So hopefully you can take that away from this video this week. We're getting near to the Christmas time. I hope you're all safe and well wherever you are, and you get to spend some time with the loved ones and the people you care about most in the world, and you have a safe and happy time of it all. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you enjoy this stuff, hit the old subscribe button. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed to the channel over the last couple of months. We've seen this massive growth, and I am so appreciative. It was the best birthday present I could have got on Friday there when it was my birthday. So thank you very much, as always, for everyone who supports the channel. That's it. I'm going to go and play some more. Enjoy. Bye. At the end of the video there, I said the most important thing you needed to pack in your camera bag was a positive mental attitude. I actually lied. Coffee. This is essential.